Vegetarians that actually think they're making a difference in the world. When a doctor says, turn your head and cough. People that can't spell. People that blow smoke in my face. Bums that ask me for money. The same ones over and over. Blockbuster late fees. The squeaky noise of the windshield wipers. People that are always late. People who name all their children with the same first letter. Religious people that try to give me free Bibles on the street. Albertsons workers that get angry when I try to abuse the free sample policy. Sprite that hasn't been mixed right. People that make stupid jokes and then expect me to laugh. Mindless chit-chat. Small talk. Birds that chirp outside my window at 5 in the morning. Teachers that give pop quizzes just so I'll go to class every day. When my roommate puts cheese in my bed. Stupid, fake reality TV shows like The Hills. Jimmy Johns. Jimmy Johnson. Steve Nash. People that take an obsessive amount of pictures. Doing laundry. Wrinkled clothes. Foreign teachers that seem to be only fluent in pig Latin. Any guy that thinks real men wear pink. Pedestrians that cut in front of my car and expect me to stop. People that are too nice. People that wear overalls. Girls, fat girls that wear spandex. Pigtails. Being in the friend zone. The Viagra commercials with Bob. Drew Carey. Annoying songs that are overplayed on the radio. People that do lame celebrity impressions. Christmas songs. Family photos. People that drive Crown Vics that are like tinted and you slow down because you think it's a cop car. People that post comments on videos asking for the name of a song when you can clearly look up the lyrics on Google. Dumb questions. Okay, I have a Legends of the Hidden Temple shirt, and I wear it. I wear it around sometimes. And people are like, oh, were you on that show? Yeah, I was. Yeah, I'm 22 now, but back in 4th grade, when that show was still on in the air, and they gave out shitty prizes like Walkmans, yeah, sure, I was on that show, and amazingly enough, the shirt still fits me. Hot chicks that won't put out. Songs that have a chorus singing, especially with children in it. Like that song Underground by Chili Peppers. I hate that song. Trying to pop an inflatable mattress. The fact that homosexual guys, get to watch, girls change and massage them and put on, suntan lotion and all that stuff, it's like, it's bullshit. When people I prank call have caller ID. Ice cream trucks that just wander around the neighborhood and never stop. Waiters that come by my table and ask me how everything is every 2 minutes. Girls on the dating shows like Rock of Love where, they're all nice to each other, on the surface, and then one of them goes out, with the guy, and then, while she's gone, everyone's like, she's a slut, blah, 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 blah. But then, they're sluts too. They're all fighting over one guy. People that claim that every night and every party was epic. The best ever. Oh, you missed out. People that still say, that's what she said, after everything. People who get in a relationship and then ditch all their friends. Fake smiling for pictures. Radio stations that play all types of ads bragging about how much music they play and, an hour, 50 minutes of non-stop, music tunes. Like, the whole time you just hear ads. Like, get to the fucking tracks. People who call into radio stations to make a song request, and then they request to hear, the most popular song that's played 20 times a day already. Elevator doors that close too slowly. So I'm hitting the button to close, and the person still gets here, the person walking up still gets in, or the elevator doors have already closed, but instead of going up to the next floor, it opens, and someone gets back in. I'm like, The door's closed already. They lost their chance. They can catch the next shuttle up. When a movie ends and you're in the theater with a group of people and you're not really sure when to get up. You know, it's like, oh, they're going to watch some of the credits, or are we going to kind of like, you know, hightail it out of here and try to beat the line? You know, I hate tests where some of the answers are like both A and B. Both A and D. None of the above. People who leave their cell phones on during class. I hate when I'm raising my hand to ask a question and the teacher doesn't see me or ignores me. And then, so I keep putting my hand down and then I'm doing like this Jack in the Box, you know, type motion every time they look. You know, I raise my hand and I feel ridiculous. When I'm walking down the sidewalk and I see someone that I don't want to talk to, so I actively avoid them, and then they approach me. When it's hot outside, and no matter what I do, I sweat. Indecisive people. People who can watch every single lap of the Daytona 500. When you're coming up to someone to greet them, someone you don't know that well, and you don't know whether to handshake them, you know, pound it and explode, make the sound effect, you know, wave, hug, you know, do the little thing where you hold their hand and then you like flick, you know? It's like a handshake but then you like flick it. I don't know. Or do the whole like thing where you like bop their hands, you know, boop, boop, boom. You know, people that insist that I give black and white movies a chance. Newspaper cartoons. They're never funny. People with no discernible emotions or personality. People that clap every time some student will go up to the board and like solve a problem. And then he goes and sits back down and everyone just starts clapping. Like he's giving some like congressional speech. And half the time they don't even get the problem right. It's like, why are you clapping? And then one person starts clapping, and everyone starts clapping. Then it becomes like a fucking tradition. Every time someone answers a question or is called on, oh, clap, clap, it's time to clap. Overachievers that try to graduate college in like 2.5 years, like they're actually going to make something of themselves. The way that every girl seems to be obsessed with any guy that can surf or play guitar. Finding a typo in a paper that I've already printed out and I'm about to hand in when it's pouring outside and I have to go to class. And I don't have an umbrella. People that go to class to actually learn. When you're talking to a friend and, you know, say you get disconnected, drop call or whatever. So you're sitting there and you're like, should I call back? Are they going to call back? And you wait. Then finally you call back. You talk for about a minute. And then you realize the conversation was pretty much over and you have nothing to say. And you're like, wow, that was pointless for me to call back. Plus you're also pissed that they didn't call you back. Brain freezes. Okay, when you're driving and you realize that the passenger side mirror is crooked to the point where it's utterly useless. So like, oh, well, I can't fix it while I'm driving. I'll fix it when I get out of my car. But then you forget about it. And the only time you ever notice it is when it's bothering you, which is when you're driving, which is the only time that you can't fix it. So you go months without fixing it. At least that happened to me. When someone says something and you have like a funny reply to it, but then someone else abruptly changes the conversation. And then you're sitting there thinking, oh crap, man, I wanted to say that. Like, should I blurt it out in a few minutes, even though it might, you know, not still be relevant? You know? Or should I just keep it to myself and be haunted by the fact that I could have gotten out this good joke? Or should I try to desperately sway the conversation back to the original topic so I can say my joke, even though it's probably going to come out rehearsed? The fact that an $8 movie ticket is considered a student discount. That's that sticky band that goes around your hand, you know? Or, I mean, your arm. When you go to, like, clubs or bars or skating rink. You know, and they never put on perfectly, you know, aligned. But, I mean, it's impossible. So then there's a little sticky part exposed, and it always clings to my hairs, and then it, like, pulls on it, and it hurts like a mother when I'm driving. And I look over in the corner of my eye, and I notice that some chick in the car next to me is, like, staring at me. So I'm like, oh, shit, she's into me or whatever. But then I get stuck in traffic. Her line's going faster than mine, so I desperately switch lanes, trying to catch her. Try to, get in contact with her, be like, you want to make out or something. But then all the slow cars get in front of me, and they're cock blocking. Okay, when you buy something and then you get your money back, they give you the receipt. You have your stuff in the bag, your dollar bills and your change all in one hand, and the awkward amount of time it takes to put the change in your pocket, the money in your wallet, and all this stuff while everyone in line is waiting for you to get the hell out of the way. The amount of time before leaving a voicemail where you hear that creepy robotic woman that's at the sound of the beep, leave a message, or I don't want to hear that crap. I know how to leave a message. When you have to take a shit, but you don't feel like it because you have a keen feeling that this one's going to be a massive ass wiper. Okay, when someone asks you a question and saying yes or no means the same exact thing. Okay, on Halloween, when you go to those houses, how excited, you go to those houses and they give out the crappiest candy, Good and Plenty and Spearmints. Oh, thanks, you really went all out this year. God, next time just leave your fucking light off. Because, now I have a bunch of crappy candy that I can't even trade with my friends. I'm not going to eat this shit. Girls that can't go anywhere without holding their purse. Okay, I was at the skating rink the other day, and this girl was skating with her purse for endless hours. I'm like, well, why don't you put it somewhere? Or not bring it at all. Living with roommates that don't buy any decent food. It's 4 a.m. and I'm hungry, and I don't buy food, so I'm going to mooch off them. And I go in the food pantry, I'm hoping to find some graham crackers or Oreos or just anything that good, pretzels, Cheez-Its. Instead, all I see are cans of tuna. Fat chicks that wear an outfit to show their cleavage, but then at the same time, they try to mask their fat rolls. You know what? I don't hate that. That's kind of funny, actually. When you're walking toward a door really fast, and you anticipate they're going to open it, so you put your hand out to, either push the button or turn the knob, and you, miss or whatever, or don't push hard enough, and then you just smack your face into the door. Women who are complete feminists. When I button up a shirt, and then realize that I did it crooked, and every button is in the wrong hole. Those people that you see, that you rarely ever see, you never hang out with, and they always say, oh, we should hang out, we should get dinner sometime, blah, blah, blah. It's been forever, blah, blah. You never even have a conversation with them. Anytime you see them, it's always, oh, it's been so long, we should do this, we should do that, but nothing ever happens. People that blast the bass in their car. When I ask someone the time, and they tell me time to get a watch. When people post their reaction videos to 2 Girls, 1 Cup, on YouTube. They're freaking out. It's oh, thanks. I've never heard of that video. But now I'm not going to watch it. Thanks for warning me. I'm seeing the emotions on your face. They're so hallmark. They're so original. They're not like any of the 2 million videos that are exactly alike. When you're watching a really good movie, and then all of a sudden the screen goes black and the credits start rolling, and you realize the ending kind of sucked. When your phone's about to die, so you put it in the charger for 5 minutes because you got to go somewhere, and then you take it off and it says it's fully charged. Those dumb commercials that try to get you to call into the number. They're oh, come, chat with hot singles tonight, and the hot girls are I'm staying in tonight. That's what the cool people are doing. Am I supposed to believe that? The fact that I always have to look at my waistline when I put on a belt. Because I'm always afraid I'm going to miss a loop. People that take notes in class and then ask the teacher to go back to the last PowerPoint slide. As if it's not posted online already. The taste of alcohol. On the first day of class, when you walk in, everyone's staring at you, and then you think, oh shit, maybe I'm in the wrong class. When you realize your name wasn't called, and you are indeed in the wrong class. The people at Walmart, okay, that stand by the shopping carts, by the front door, inside the front door, between the scanners, and they they hardly ever greet you. They don't do anything. They just stand there. And then there's already scanners there. They don't need to check your receipt, and they do anyway, as if like you're gonna shoplift. It's like, yeah, oh wow, oh no, you devised my evil scheme to drive 15 miles all the way out to this, freaking deserted Walmart to shoplift a pack of Hot Pockets. When you try to make a reference to something, that has to do with your joke, but no one understands the reference. People that do the optional homework assignments. When people IM me on Facebook at like 3 a.m. and they ask me, with like 3 exclamation points and like question marks, why are you still up? Why the hell are you still up? What does it matter if I'm up? I hate the people that don't notice when the traffic light turns green, and then by the time, I harness up the courage to honk lightly, the light's already yellow, and we're still not moving, and they flick me off like I'm some asshole. And then they go, and then they make the red right before the red, and I miss it, and I'm still at the light. When you drop your toothbrush on the ground, or in the sink, or something on the counter, and then you start debating with yourself whether or not it's still fresh, like, oh, can I wash it off and still use it, or should I go buy a new one now, or